We're the Swinging Light. I'm Doug.
And I'm Rachel.
All right, welcome back. Now we're going to record the better half of our top 100 horror films of all time. So, can't get better than this, right?
Okay.
Those other ones sucked.
No, they didn't suck. But we're halfway through.
All right, so let's kick it off. All right, my number 50. This is one I watched a lot as a kid, and probably never heard of it. Lady in White.
No.
This is about a kid that sees he gets trapped into the closet at school or the coat room, and he sees a ghost that ends up dying in front of her. He watches her die.
The ghost dies?
Yeah, the ghost dies.
Okay.
It's her going through her life.
Yeah. Residual haunting?
Yes. And anyway, he sees it, and then she gets picked up, carried off, and then once he gets out, he just follows her, and then he kind of sees what happens to her, or what happens to the body. So he gets a witness of it all.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, so this is just one I watched. I loved it. It's got ghosts in it, so it's my number 50, Lady in White.
Okay. My number 50 is The Lost Boys.
Whoa.
This is one of my husband's favorite scary movies, and I just watched it for the first time last year and had the pleasure of going to the Santa Cruz Boardwalk with him around his birthday, and was able to check out, to see the coaster and the actual beach and everything where they had filmed it. So that was really cool.
And you get to do that all within the same year.
Yeah, we did a lot. Really like the movie. I love the cast, and I'm picky when it comes to vampire movies, but I thought this one was pretty good. Had some great music.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And we just seen someone cosplay as Tim Capello. I believe that's his name, if I'm not
the saxophone player covered in chains.
Yes. I should have got a picture of that. That was a really good cosplay. And it's funny that I picked it.
Was it? Were they in costume, or was it in the book?
It was in the book when I was flipping through. He's like, "Oh, this is all horror films that are cosplay." And then I was flipping through. I was like, "Is that the Lost Boys?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. So
it was good enough for me to recognize it.
I thought it was freaky how they slept hanging under the bridge, or they were hanging the bridge, and I liked their little lair, and I just liked their appeal, and party all night, sleep all day.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. So The Lost Boys hit number 50 for me.
All right, my number 49. This is a movie that I knew nothing about. It was in theater, and I just wanted to see a horror film, so I watched it. Don't Breathe. And it's just, the guy's blind, and people end up breaking into his house, and he's trying to catch them, but he can't see them. He can only hear them. And he does really good at being blind and fighting through all that.
I think he's a vet. He's ex-military.
Yeah. I haven't seen Don't Breathe 2 yet.
It's actually decent.
Is it?
Yeah, I would recommend it.
So I definitely need to watch that one. But anyway, my number 49 is Don't Breathe.
There's a pretty messed up scene in there too that resonates with me when he has her chained up.
Yeah.
And decides to baste her. Anyway, that was disgusting. But I like that kind of stuff. So my number 49 is Smile. I went into this movie not really expecting much. And once we got to, the definitive reason of what is going on here, it's kind of one of those demon possession movies, but in a very twisted, self-destructing way. And, it kind of gives you Ring vibes, you have so long after this demon gets their hands on you, and you're haunted by it until it finally overcomes you, and there's no escaping it. Liked the kills, thought it was shocking, liked the acting. It was just different, and I enjoyed it. So my number 49 was Smile.
All right, my number 48. This is a movie that I'm not a big zombie fan for movies. But World War Z is one I actually did enjoy. Just the helicopter when it crashed and you survived through that and then going through.
I saw that in the theaters.
Did you?
Yeah.
I saw years later after the theater. Just because I was bored, wanted to watch something that was rated well, so I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And I was really shocked on how good this movie is.
Yeah. That's where I actually enjoyed the CGI effects. I thought they were really well done with the mass amount of zombie chasing going on, to say the least.
Yeah, for me to enjoy a zombie movie is actually pretty hard as it is.
Yeah.
So the fact that I enjoyed that one that well should say something.
It had Brad Pitt in it.
Yeah. It's probably the only reason I watched it.
Yeah.
I have an A-list actor in it. But anyway, my 48 is World War Z.
My number 48 is New Nightmare. And I love Freddy and Nightmare on Elm Street. So when New Nightmare came out, it was a little different because it kind of played into making the movie, and Freddy had a bit of a different appearance, and it had Nancy back, and it was just different, but it was just very well done, very scary. And I like when they take something and twist it and it doesn't suck and go completely off, the rails of, the original. Of course, it had Robert Englund in it. So I'd highly recommend New Nightmare. If you haven't seen it, that's my number 48.
All right, my number 47, I'm actually shocked at that it's this high on my list. House of a Thousand Corpses. I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I usually don't put I feel like this is a remake of that in a way. And
on steroids.
Yeah,
and cocaine or amphetamines.
So I don't know. I was just talking.
My opinion. I mean, I'm just saying.
And I remember talking to you recently. I enjoyed it, but I really didn't enjoy it that much. I felt like it was just kind of over the top. And I'm not
Satan.
I'm not a huge Rob Zombie fan when it comes to horror.
Yeah,
and,
you like his music.
Yes, but so the fact that this one hit 47 for me, I looked at it, I was like, oh wow. So, but it was good.
Yeah.
Just I'm more shocked that that's where it's at. That's where it landed. So anyway, my 47 is A House of a Thousand Corpses.
My number 47 is The Collection. And this movie was actually a sequel to The Collector. And I watched The Collection first before I saw The Collector because I didn't know The Collector existed. I just thought this movie looked pretty cool. And basically it is about a masked, serial killer who's a sadist. And he... a teenager sneaks out and she goes to this underground, warehouse party. And the beginning is kind of like Ghost Ship on steroids. So they all get trapped in a room and basically chewed up in all kinds of nasty ways. He commits mass murder. And as the film goes along, she ends up finding the survivor from the first movie. And then, it continues on. They're just trying to survive. So he's an etymologist too. So it kind of combines, the Saul factor with, the serial killer. But he's not trying to teach anybody a lesson. He's just psycho killer. But anyway, I enjoyed the movie. And the opening scene obviously was the best part for me. But it did keep my attention. I ended up watching The Collector after I watched this, and it wasn't as good to me personally. So I'm kind of glad that I watched the collection first. So this is an example where the sequel was better than the original for me.
So you need to watch the original or the original before you watch the sequel.
You can, but it's not necessary. I mean, it wasn't necessary for me. So my number 47 was the collection.
My number 46, this is Final Destination 5. The way that they went differently with this one. Like, it was still the same thing. This is what's going to happen. But this is where they kind of, the deaths were different. I wouldn't say different, but like the fact that you were open now to like you could kill somebody to get the rest of their life. They kind of did a little bit more than just the same old, same old, same old. And then to have the ending link it all the way down to the first one.
That was cool.
That was just really great. And this one I thought was really well done out of all the, well, not all the Final Destinations, but the ones prior to it.
I thought the bridge catastrophe was also very scary because I think it has happened, and I believe that if it were to happen, it would go that way. The tar over the guy, oh God, and just falling off and just busting into pieces off hard objects. I mean, it was ugly to watch. But yeah, it was really. I mean, I felt like it kind of got a little dramatic with the "I'm gonna kill you" and "I'm gonna stay alive" and none of the shit worked. So like it usually doesn't for it, but it was also supposed to be in 3D, like 4 was. Yeah. So that when you view it in 2D, especially 4, like when you view a movie that's meant to be showcased in a 3D, aspect, and then you watch it in 2D, you can definitely tell that, where
I hate it for the 3D thing.
4 was probably the worst for me as well.
And I do enjoy racing, auto racing, and so like I was really excited because I didn't see it. And we watched all the series in pretty much one night, and I was really excited for that one. But once it started hitting the 3D, I was pretty much out of that one. But
we finished it.
Yeah. Anyway, 46, Final Destination 5.
Number 46 for me is Dolls.
Oh.
I love this movie. When you told me, oh, we've got to watch Dolls, I'm like, that sounds corny as shit, but okay, like I don't want to, upset them or whatever, but.
Well, you were talking about like horror films. I was like, oh, I love horror, but I love the older horror. And I was like, we should watch this one. And you're like, what is that? Never heard of it.
It kind of reminded me of Puppet Master, only I felt like maybe it was a little better.
And this one never gets talked about.
People may disagree with me on that if they've seen them both, but it was stylish. It was well done. It was comical at times.
Yeah.
Couple breaks down and gets taken in by some, good Samaritans and wish they wouldn't have. And shit goes down and these little dolls are killing everybody. And when we were at the Warren house in the doll room, I was thinking about that movie like, oh shit, one of these is going to come behind me with a little razor like, yeah.
I'm really just shocked this movie doesn't get any recognition at all.
I know. Well, we're giving it recognition now. So Dolls was number 46 for me, and I think everybody should watch it. It's not going to waste your time.
Yeah. It's great. $45. This is one as a kid I watched. And I just remember being terrified a little bit. And it's Maximum Overdrive.
I need to see this movie.
Just the vehicles driving themselves. And sometimes like when I look at vehicles and sometimes I can't see the driver. I'm like, oh, Maximum Overdrive, just the cars or trucks, whatever.
So is the truck possessed like Christine was?
I can't remember. I did.
Okay.
I remember like the biggest thing in the showdown is like a lot of the cars are just pretty much minding their own, and they are the final scene is Emilio Estevez is in it, but they're at a gas station and they kind of like lock them in. They keep driving around, circling them in there, keeping them trapped, and basically they start making demands basically to get oil, or not oil. I'm sorry, to get gas. So they can refuel because eventually they're going to run out and they're going to die. So they have to gas them up, and they have to be allowed. They have to allow them out there because they were killing people, like running them over.
The trucks or the people?
The trucks.
Oh, okay.
Because they're their own person basically.
Oh, gross. I mean, it's like Christine on
right.
On next level shit.
Like multiple of them, not just one.
Yeah.
And they're mainly semis that I believe that were doing it.
Yeah.
That I remember the ice cream truck because I thought that was pretty. I was a kid and like ice cream, so
that reminds me of Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
Remember the ice cream truck? I always like to play with that one. Anyway, not to go off topic.
But yeah. So anyway, my number 45 is Maximum Overdrive. We need to watch it. We'll watch it with the kids.
Yeah. Maybe. Don't tell them all our secrets. Just kidding.
Anyway, hold on. Cut that out. Maximum Overdrive. You need to watch it. My number 45.
Yeah. My number 45. And I'm actually surprised this didn't score a little higher. But it is what it is. It's House of a Thousand Corpses. I have always enjoyed Rob Zombie, and then I heard he was making a horror film, and he's already a freaky, crazy guy anyway. And I'm like, oh, I gotta watch that. And then I waited like 10 years for it to come out. It finally came out. I went to the theater with a friend of mine, and it was only us and like a few other couples. And I think 2 of them walked out pretty much in the middle of it where they had the suspended gun to the head scene. They were pretty much done at that point. Watched it till the end. There were things I loved about it, and there was things that I didn't really love about it. Loved the ending.
I did love the ending on this.
Loved the ending. Loved, the final where you see the 1,000 corpses, the Dr. Satan theory and everything, how they went to and Captain Spaulding. Let's not forget to, pay homage to Captain Spaulding. Sig had. He was amazing in that. Love the opening scene. So a lot of things I love about this movie. We have the board game. We need to check it out.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody we met at...
Well, we raffled it off recently.
Yeah, Adam Khan wanted. We raffled it off. So I'm kind of waiting to hear back what they think about playing it. So, yeah.
Which you had to play as the villains in this game.
Yeah, so Rob Zombie did not want to release the board game of House of a Thousand Corpses unless you played the villains, which I love that.
Yeah.
I love Final Girl too. I beat it the first time I played it. He's never beat it, but just to get that on video. Oh. But yeah, 45 was House of a Thousand Corpses for me.
44. This is one where I was reluctant to watch it, but you talked me into it, and you just mentioned it recently, which is which is Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. This is, it links 0, 1, and 2, the video games, all into this one movie.
Yeah,
it's actually lines up with the video games pretty well. It just way better than the original Resident Evil. So which completely turned me off on all of them. So the fact that you were able to talk me into watching this one with you, and we enjoyed it, and I really did enjoy it, and obviously made your list as well. And I'm actually excited to see the new Resident Evil that's coming out this year.
Around your birthday.
Yes. Anyway, my number 44 is Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City.
My number 44 is Don't Breathe. I think it's funny that we're kind of reflecting each other's choices at different levels here on these 10 segments together. Don't Breathe. I'll tell you what, I saw that movie and my heart rate was probably over 100 most of the movie. It's very high paced, high adrenaline. You don't know what's going to happen. I believe it stars the same girl from It Follows. No, it stars the same girl from Resident Evil. I stand corrected. Resident Evil, my favorite one from 2013, the remake. So, and yeah, it's just amazing how these three criminals are pretty, what do you call it? Novice to defending themselves against this blind veteran who is just tearing them apart. And in the end, you're kind of like, I think what was interesting is it left me wondering, like, did they deserve it, or is he just a sadistic, crazy prick, and maybe he was just kind of inviting them in and playing with them? You know what I mean? But you could really feel the tension of his lack of a sense, and that absolutely not getting in the way. So it kind of felt like your sense of sight was down based on how dark the movie was, and the sounds and everything. It was just really well done. And the second one is worth watching. So my number 44 is Don't Breathe.
All right. My number 43, this is one that you just made me watch because I haven't seen it. And you've heard that I haven't seen it, so you made me watch it, which is Wrong Turn.
The newest one?
No. That one.
The original?
Yeah, the original. I did not like the newest one. That was just, I'm sorry, this is a Wrong Turn.
There's a lot of
2003.
Okay.
Yeah, not the remake. That should be called like The Foundation or whatever. That was the wrong title for that movie.
Yeah.
And I hated that movie. But anyway, Wrong Turn, the original one, just it was really well done. Just them, being tracked and how they get away, all that, or them being tracked in the woods, and just the everything about the movie was actually really good.
It's quick pace. It's got good looking people in it. It's great kills. It's disgusting, cannibalistic. I mean, I didn't really think that anybody was going to survive that situation. You know what I mean? And sometimes I root for tragedy. Sometimes I root for final girl or hero or whatever. But I have seen that movie a ton. So I obviously wanted the love of my life to view it with me.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it.
Glad it made your top
50, really.
I didn't think there for a second.
So anyway, my number 43 is Wrong Turn, 2003.
And my number 43 is Bone Tomahawk. Now, this actually had Sig Haddon in it as a cameo. It stars Kurt Russell, and it is a Western horror. So a lot of people don't know this about me, but I enjoy Westerns because I feel like they are raw, real horror. And I've seen some, pretty awesome Western horror movies, but nothing touches Bone Tomahawk. And everybody that has seen it already knows what I'm talking about. It has got some of the nastiest, stomach-turning, pull-apart, cannibalistic, just completely sociopathic survival deaths I've ever seen. And I mean, there is no mercy. No mercy. And, the way these guys just hunt their victims. They live in the mountains and the caves, and people are going missing. And then, Kurt Russell, who's with the authorities, is trying to find them and, drags people into these unforgiving situations, unsurvivable situations. And I'll let you guys check out how it ends. I don't want to spoil that, but it's disgusting and I love it. And it's not something that I would necessarily view over and over and over again for my enjoyment. But whenever anybody's show me a shocking horror movie, this is one of the top few that I'd be like, okay, well, this will knock your socks off. So my number 43 is Bone Tomahawk.
All right, my number 42. They've actually just remade this one recently. This is I Know What You Did Last Summer. And it's a classic, really, when it comes down to it. And I don't know if I want to watch the remake of it, just due to the fact I don't think it would do it justice. So it could be
what
just.
do you want from me?
It could be just as good. I mean, it could be worse. I don't know. It'd be one that it will take me a bit to watch the remake.
Wasn't Sarah Michelle Gellar and
Yes.
Freddie Prinze in there?
Yes.
And Jennifer Hewitt, I think was her name, the main one.
Yes.
I could be wrong, but yeah, that's a classic. I mean, how awful would that be? Like you're trying to cover up an accidental murder.
And he comes back and kills you.
A manslaughter, and then he just comes back, and you're like, "Are you fucking dead? Are you alive? Like, are you? Thank God you're alive, but oh my God, you're trying to kill me." Yeah, it'd just be horrifying. Like the whole story plot is very scary.
I love what Scary Movie does to this scene too. That whole scene.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not into the scary movies.
Oh, he just gets up, and they're like, "Oh my God, we couldn't." He's like, "No, I'm okay." And then like they end up accidentally killing him or again. Like it's pretty funny. They did a pretty good job with that. But anyway, my number 42 is I Know What You Did Last Summer.
And my number 42 is the original VHS. So I know that this has popped up in my top 100 several times and will continue to because next to Trick or Treat, this is one of my favorite horror anthology series. I didn't watch it for the longest time because I thought it'd be stupid. It sounded stupid. But basically it's a found footage horror where these guys, break into, a house and they find this corpse watching, videos, and then they start watching the videos, and what's on the videos is very shocking, paranormal, scary, disgusting, horrific film. And then, I don't want to ruin the ending, but it all kind of ties together in the end of the original, found footage storyline. But the stories along the way are very shocking. And I enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was fun. I want to see it again. I want to see them all with you. So my number 42 is VHS.
All right, my number 41. This is one that we actually talked about a lot here and there. I didn't think anybody else has seen this movie. Not that it wasn't popular, I don't think it hit popular as I think it should have. And that's The Good Son.
Yeah.
It's just Macaulay Culkin, Elijah Wood, and Macaulay Culkin playing a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And doing a good job of it.
I'll never forget that part where he pushes that kid under the ice and just watches him drown under the ice. That was chilling. No pun intended.
Or the dummy off the highway. Even the ending.
The ending was crazy.
It just was a really, really good movie.
Yeah. And having kids now, I'm sure watching it would be even more disturbing to me because you watch horror your whole life, and it's different when you see some horror before you have kids and then after you have kids. And
I haven't even thought about it like that. So.
Oh, yeah. You'll see. Some movies will affect you differently. But yeah, I love that choice. That's a good one.
So my number 41 is The Good Son.
We need to watch it again. My number 41 is Sinister 2. Now, loved the original Sinister. But I also thought that Sinister 2 did a very, very good job. I thought it was as equally scary. We kept on with the same demon. And, how he works and manipulates, children to kill their families. That's insane to me through this, 8mm footage or whatever they use. And I felt like the sequel was definitely memorable. I would rewatch it, enjoyed it. So and it always has great kills. Sinister movies too.
I didn't even know there was a second one until recently.
Yeah.
And I definitely would have watched it because
Yeah.
the first one was amazing.
It gave me Children of the Corn vibes too.
Yeah.
The second one. So, yep. So my number 41 was Sinister 2.
All right. So let us know if you guys agree or disagree with us.
Hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos and social media platforms.
We're the Swinging Light. I'm Doug.
And I'm Rachel.
Until next time.
Keep the light on.